So freedom is always internal before it is external. Even in the most hopeless place, you can still find it. And what you reach for when everything is taken away from you reveals who you are. This is part 2 of Dostoevsky's story, and it takes place inside the most brutal prison in Siberia. A place where writing was forbidden and the only book allowed was a Bible. Getting caught with an ink so much meant flogging. And yet Dostoevsky wrote. While other prisoners fought over scraps of cloth or dirty playing cards, he collected small pieces of paper, hiding them and jotting down few words wherever he could. He was sent to military hospital periodically for his seizures, and even there, a doctor quietly passed him paper and a pencil along with few books. But here's what stayed with me. One's choice of freedom cannot be taken away under any circumstance, and everyone exercises this freedom in their own way. Even other prisoners, they were not giving up on their freedom. Stripped of everything, they still found their version of freedom. They often broke rules, drank alcohol, and indulged in violence. These small acts of disobedience was their way of saying, I am still free. You have not taken everything from me. Some even performed theatrical shows on Christmas. All of it pointing to just one thing, the refusal of the soul to die. Dostoevsky saw all of this and he understood it. His freedom just looked different. His wasn't writing, in watching people, observing them, in listening to the stories of fellow inmates at the hospital. Even the most brutal conditions could not reach the place inside him where he was truly free. What he chose to reach for in that darkness made him who he became later on. And I think the same power lives inside each one of us. We just forget it exists. There is an awareness that our time on earth is limited, and that regardless of external circumstance, we all have that inherent freedom to choose what to do with them. The Bhagavad Gita said this thousands of years ago, Nainam chiddanti shastrani nainam dehti pavaka na chainam kle dayantyapo na shoshati maruta. Meaning, the soul cannot be cut by weapons, cannot be burned by fire, cannot be wetted by water, and cannot be dried by wind. Dostoevsky's iron chains could not touch it. The Siberian cold could not touch it. Because what lives inside a human being, that indomitable power to choose, cannot be conquered by anything outside of it.